Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. This is a daily market outlook for Tuesday, the 31st of December. We're going to be breaking down some of the currency pairs and also the dollar for today and also this week. As you guys are probably wondering why I'm in a beanie, it's because I'm just about to do a run. So obviously, I don't just wear beanies inside of the house. But yeah, I hope you are all well. Let's dive straight into the chart. So starting with the dollar, if we look at the dollar currently right now, we are still in this 4-hour range, and this 4-hour range stems from this higher low to this higher high. Now, we've already identified that from a 1-hour perspective, we did have this break of structure here or change of trend. We did break this level of demand. Now, with us breaking this level of demand, we naturally would expect to obviously see a pullback and then a further move down to rebalance this whole market here, because we've got a lot of imbalance here, a lot of fair value, and the market is always trying to seek, to rebalance itself and also seek liquidity. So we would expect to potentially come down into these lower extreme parts of the demand, and then usually see if we can get a change of trend to carry this one upwards to go and break this higher high on a dollar. So that is my overall thoughts from a higher time frame perspective with the dollar. Now, obviously, what we've got to play is the lower time frames and what we can see right now. So from a dollar, we obviously want to see it come down here. Sorry, from a 4-hour perspective. But if you look at currently where we're at right now, you'll be able to see that if we just tend to follow the trend, even though it's a 4-hour, if we follow the trend right now, you'll be able to see that the 1-hour has had a change of trend as well. So we're creating higher highs, higher lows. We've come up, created a higher low. We failed to break and create a higher high. We then obviously had this big institutional candle, which means we had a change of trend. And then we've kind of just like come back up, and now we're inside of this range right now. So we're kind of like in a consolidation stage, but also seems to maybe potentially making its way down. So we've got to try and play both sides. So we look at it from a 1-hour perspective. What can we see? But what I can see currently is that we had a nice big institutional move last night that tapped into this 4-hour demand area. You can obviously pull it from here, or you can pull it from here. We had this juicy candle here, which also had left imbalance, which we have now come back into and had a good move from. So first thoughts that I want to naturally say is, of course, with this big institutional candle, with this demand area, could this be the move where we tend to just, carry on upwards from here and go and create that high and not actually rebalance the market? That could be potential number one. Or is this just, an inducement, and then can we come up into this supply and carry it on? So two things I'm looking at is we are in this range right here from this low to this high. Now, first thought is I marked out this demand area yesterday, which we had. And as you guys can see from a lower time frame, we've been slowly making our way back. We have had the lower lows, lower highs. We come back into this right now. And then we've kind of broke this 15-minute, 30-minute lower high. So we have had a break of this lower high. So what I would like to see now is, can we tap into this large 1-hour demand candle? And can we break again? If we can break above this high right now, I would be happy to obviously think that dollar's going to maybe carry on up, but then also understand that we do have this supply area here as well. So let me just pitch this out. Supply area is here. This would be our roadblock number one, which we could react from. This is our 1-hour supply area here. We do have a 15-minute break here, so we can get a double confirmation by having a double break. So let me just put 15-minute. And if we can have a tap into, which we pretty much have got, a tap into this 15-minute demand. And if we can see a break above this as a second confirmation, another break above this, and we do get this, I will be then obviously trying to see if we can get, sorry, let me give it that. See if we can obviously use the other pairs in the to our favor. So if we can see this, and then I will obviously think the dollar can come down, and then I would like to see how it reacts. Obviously, understanding that if we get this, then I need to make sure that the dollar is more in a sell position from this supply, because we didn't break this high. and we now could be seeing this. So again, dollar is kind of in a shitty situation, but we just got to play what we can see. Also understand that, yeah, this is a 15-minute demand, but our 1 hour demand is this whole candle as well. So let's actually mark out the 1 hour, the 1 hour demand area, which we are currently in. So yeah, that is what I am pretty much looking out for currently with the dollar, which then leads me on to GU. And with GU from a 4 hour perspective, you can see that we're still, again, we're just consolidating. We're not really moving as much. Like, this is all ugly. Obviously, we've got to understand the time of the year, Christmas, festive season, New Year's Eve, so on and so on. This week's going to be a lot slower. So again, I still am waiting for either break of each side. But understand that from a 4 hour perspective, we are in this 4 hour trend. We've got our daily lower high, daily, and 4 hour low low. And then this is our 4 hour lower high. We did tap into this 4 hour candle, and we have had some sort of distribution away from that. But also understand that we're having reaction from a demand as well as supply. So we are trapped between both of the supply and demand, and it's up to the institutions to make the decision to go, yes, we are going to sell off, or yes, we are going to continue to buy and go upwards from here. Now, if I drop down to 1 hour, what can we see? Well, what we can see is we've come up into this supply area, this 4 hour supply, and we've had a big, nice movement away from this. We have tapped into this demand. So understand that my predominant thoughts is the 4 hour is in a downtrend. So I would predominantly like to sell. So 4 hour candle is this 3 candles here, 4 hour supply candle. My 1 hour is up here. So yes, we can just simply move away from where we're at right now, this 4 hour candle. I would like to see if we can get a break below here. If we can break below this, if we can break below this, then that would probably confirm that we're going to carry on. But also, if we do carry on going into New York, we could see potentially this 15-minute trend carry on. And I'd like to see how we react from this 1 hour supply. If we get this, then obviously that will give us confidence to then participate in selling this downwards. If we do break above this high, then obviously I will be wanting to look for longs as well. So we can break above this, then yes, I'll be participating in looking for a demand area from here to carry this trend upwards. But play what you can see. Of course, if we go to the 4 hour, you'll be able to notice the 4 hour supply is a lot more cleaner. On here, majority is the wick of this, but we are in that 4 hour supply area currently right now, this consolidation stage. So let's see how GU plays out. Let's wait for a confirmation of if we can break this. And if you guys want to wait for a double break, so let's say you get one break and a double break, then you should be selling this from this area to carry on downwards. Because if you look as well here, what can we see? I can just see a lot of liquidity. All these lows here. We've got a little trend line liquidity here. So there's so much money, stop losses that is resting below this, support area, which you guys can obviously see. Like, we've tapped it once, come back down, twice, 3 times, 4 times. We're either going to move away or we're either going to, take this liquidity as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see that as clear as I can. Going on to Euro USD, what can we see? It's pretty much the same. I caught a nice trade yesterday with Euro USD, but if you look at it from this standpoint, we are trapped between obviously this level here. We've got our lower low and our lower high, so we are in a downtrend. We have rebalanced this candle a lot more than we did with GU. So again, we haven't quite tapped into the deeper part of this daily or 4 hour supply. So all I can tell you guys, and what I like the look of, is the fact that we've taken out these highs and we've had this big institutional candle. Now, obviously, if the dollar is going to give us bullish momentum, and the dollar is going to carry on with this bullish momentum, and we're going to carry on all the way up from here and carry on that bullish momentum on the way up, then obviously I'll be happy with EU and GU sells. From an EU standpoint, we've got this 4 hour supply area, which I think is more of a 2 hour. Let me just double check, because the 4 hour is more so here, this whole candle right now. I think this is more of a 2 hour supply area. Let me just double check. Yeah, you can see these consecutive candles, and then the 1 hour looks more cleaner to me, which would be this candle right here. So as you guys can see, we are in to be fair, the 4 hour leg is more so from here, and we are in that 4 hour supply. Let me just move this smaller. I would like to see if we could get a push up into this 1 hour supply area for New York, and then see away from that. That's what I would like to see, to then come and take out the lower low and all of these lows as well. Because the confirmations that we had for EU is, have we taken out liquidity? Yes. Have we broke structure with an institutional candle? Yes, broke structure there. Big institutional candle. So this will make sense to then carry on selling off. So that is my predominant force, is this 1 hour supply, but also understand that we're in this 4 hour supply currently. So with this 4 hour supply, if we can break this low once, and then let's say we can break another and get double confirmation, I'll be looking to sell if possible to carry this on downwards from this 4 hour supply as well. So EU is looking a lot more decent. I would have liked seen the 4 hour supply obviously met. We could still continue to come up because we are in this 4 hour demand, but I'm not going to be looking for buys unless we break this high, just to be truthful with you guys. Sells for me looks more predominant. If we carry on this trend up and we break this high, then we're most likely going to be in the supply. So this is where it can get a bit tricky, and we want to probably wait for that confirmation of either break out above or break below. So yeah, let's see what EU gives us this week, going into obviously the 2025, the new year. NU, AU, I do not like the look. Same as yesterday, we've just been consolidating. We're waiting for some sort of movement to happen. Sorry. Same with AU, it's just consolidating. So I'm not even going to consider anything to do with that. Going on to USD CHF, you can see clearly that 4 hour daily higher low, daily higher high, daily 4 hour here. If you look at the range that we're in, if you just follow this trend, you'll be able to see that we had a pullback, pull up, pull back, and there's my higher high. So this is why this is my 4 hour higher low and 4 hour higher high. Now 4 hour, we have had a pullback into our demand area, which is this candle here, which we have now met. This last sell candle before this moving up, we've come and tapped in. It looks a lot more cleaner on the 1 hour because USD CHF isn't looking great. You guys, if you wanted to, you're not wrong to mark out this candle as your 1 hour demand area. But I've just changed it up to these last candles where the imbalance is, simply because that's where we're currently at. Now, two things that stick out to me. We've had nice movement away from this area, and we've also taken out liquidity inducement. So if you look at the lows here, you'll be able to see that we have taken out these lows, which is early inducement, early sellers, early buyers. So we've had liquidity sweep, which is confirmation number one. And then confirmation number two is we've broken this high. So we've had a break. So we've had a break of this. So what I would be looking for is, can we see a return into this this leg here predominantly? Well, it's this whole leg from a 4 hour perspective. This would be my 4 hour demand. Could we see us return like this? And then if we could break again and get a second break, then I would be participating in longing, buying USD CHF. If we can get double confirmation, we've got one break. If we can get two breaks, yep, I'm all in on that. We've had liquidity sweep. We've had break structure 1 and 2. I'm all in on buying on this if we do get that. So that is what I've got for USD CHF. And I think I've only got USD CAD marked up, which is a little bit different, to be truthful with you guys. Let me just quickly show you this. You'll be able to see that we're still in this 4 hour supply, this 4 hour range right now. And just to be truthful with you, we was creating a nice 4 hour demand areas, as you can see. Now, yes, we've come back into this area and we have created pretty much equal lows. It's not something that I like the look of. So I'm going to be keeping my eye out on the dollar because with us mitigating this area, I don't know if we're going to come into this to then carry on. I think if we do potentially come into this, yeah, you can try and look for a lower time frame confirmation, but I think we most likely might carry on selling downwards from here. But I don't really, that doesn't match up with me for the dollar and with obviously USD CHF. So this is a bit more of a tricky one. We are still consolidating in this area. We've had a nice candle which reacted from this 1 hour supply. If I just quickly show you this right now, we just missed it, but we almost touched into this 1 hour supply. We filled in this imbalance as well. And then we obviously had the big break of, structure. So looking at this, yes, my thought would be obviously we could come into this supply area and react from this supply area. That would be thought number one, following the trend. But again, if we're looking at the dollar and we're thinking that predominantly buys might be, our main thought of action, I've got no buys really to look out for on here unless we get a pullback into this area and it's a little bit more riskier. But if we get a pullback into this, demand area, probably 4 hour demand area, and then we get another double break, I might participate in buying and then hedging as well. So selling and buying at the same time and seeing which one wins and taking a loss on one. So yeah, that's what I would be looking out for that. And that's pretty much it for today. USD CAD's not something that I'm actually interested in, just to be truthful, because of the way it's looking. Everything revolves around the dollar. So I need to see what the dollar's going to give and what the dollar's going to do. Again, I'm not ruling out that we could react from the supply. It's very, very, very likely that we could. So we're just kind of trapped at the moment. But again, going into New Year as well, if you're not confident with your confirmations or getting in a trade, do not trade for the fun of it. Actually wait for confirmation. We will get a breakout of one of these areas, which will confirm to you guys if you should be looking at buying or selling the pairs that obviously correlate with this, with the US dollar. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it. I'm going to get off here, go for a quick run, and then go out and celebrate New Year's Eve with my beautiful partner. But I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your evening. Hope you have an amazing New Year's Eve as well. I'm going to be going absolutely heavy and hard in 2025 with content for you guys. And I'm going to be obviously, putting stuff up, which is going to be exciting for you guys to obviously leverage and learn from. But 2025, I'm going to level up like massive, and I'm excited for you guys to all be a part of it. Make sure that you're, giving me a follow on Instagram. Make sure you got your notifications turned on for my YouTube channel, and also make sure you subscribe, liked, comments, whatever it is. Make sure you're giving back as well as me, just giving to you guys every single day as well. Other than that, I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. Have an amazing New Year's, and we will catch up tomorrow.